Welcome back to the channel on this week's episode of Romany Pirates. So we've arrived at this cool little spot for the night, and the wind was sort of battering the van last night. We are going to check out now what we think is one of the most beautiful places in England.
Like fuel for the soul.
Look at that.
We're just trying out a new harness.
And you thought you'd seen it all. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Reese. This is Emma.
Hello.
And this here is Daisy. And we basically travel around in our camper van showing you the best bits of the UK. We are currently in Devon, aren't we?
We are.
At a place called Minehead, so we're going to go check that out.
So sunny, it's lovely.
Spring at last. So we just had a look. Minehead's there's a lot of charity shops in there. It's been brilliant. So we've both got a few bargains. We always shop at charity shops, like whenever we can.
So we've not been filming because we've been too busy being in shops.
So these are really cool. They're all over Minehead, and apparently it's a guy, isn't it?
A local guy, yeah. It's a local guy that makes them out of scrap. So he goes around the streets and he litter picks, and he gets donated things as well. And he just makes them for the local area. Apparently he's been on the telly and stuff as well. But he makes them to suit each place. So if it's a fire station, it's something to do with the fire engines, and police station, it's something to do with that. So they're all over. There's loads of them everywhere.
Cool, aren't they? So we're just going to head back to Romany the van now and move further down the coast. We found a spot that we went to a couple of summers ago, so we're going to go back to that spot now. Emma's always wanted to go back there.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It's a really cool spot. We'll show you that. Yeah, we're going to head there now. So we've arrived at this cool little spot for the night. Absolutely beautifully stunning view.
Morning.
Morning guys. Had a really nice sleep on it. It's a little bit of a hill, and the wind was sort of battering the van last night.
I'm in a really good mood this morning. The sun's shining. It's absolutely fantastic.
I'm gonna check out some little kind of cool surfing beaches and stuff. Don't know if I'll do any surfing or not because I still haven't got any wetsuit boots. So Daisy's found a spot right in the sunshine of the window, so she's quite happy. So we're on the Exmoor coast. That's where we stopped last night. It's on the border between Devon and Somerset, the exact border apparently. It's just a really cool spot. There's a little toilet block. Toilets are really clean, and it's just really nice. A few other vans were parked up with us last night, which are really cool. So we're here in Lynmouth. All down the coast there's these really cool like surfing villages, isn't there?
Yeah, we were just saying like how fantastic it is when you're away in your van, because you can just pull up anywhere and you find these places that you've never even heard of, you never knew existed, and like little hidden gems, and you just find some fabulous like little places to go into, don't you? We walked around the beautiful village of Lynmouth, taking a look at all of its small independent shops and little fishing cottages. We headed in to pick ourselves up a postcard to remind us of this beautiful day. We then headed into the Ancient Mariner pub, where we managed to get some editing done while enjoying a latte. Their hospitality was lovely and their displays were amazing. With its little model railway, small little shops and lovely people and a beautiful harbour, this is definitely somewhere we won't forget and definitely worth visiting again.
Morning guys, so we had a good night's sleep last night. We parked up near Bude in North Cornwall. It's like a surfing town, it's pretty cool. So we're just going to check that out now and yeah, see what's...
Slightly wetter today, isn't it?
Yeah, it's raining, that's why I've got my hood up to protect my dreadlocks. You're not bothered about your dreadlocks, are you?
I'm alright, I've got my hat.
So we've just been to some charity shops.
Surprise, surprise.
I was well happy because I got a weird fish jumper, so that was pretty cool. And now we're just having some fish and chips in the ultimate fish
They're
shop.
really nice in here as well, so if you're down here, definitely call in. Really nice.
Look at that name in the plant, Fred. Loving it. Daisy's been given a free sausage.
A very own little box.
Yummy.
So we're heading back to the van now. Just had a lovely shopping trip, haven't we?
Yeah, it was cool that, yeah.
And see where we end up next.
So that was Bude. We are going to check out now what we think is one of the most beautiful places in England, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It is a really, really special place, so we're going to go check that out now. Look at that.
We're just trying out a new harness. A new carrier.
Wow.
She don't like the other one because she sort of sinks into it and she don't feel safe and she likes to sit up.
That's when you thought you'd seen it all. So if you've seen the Lake District episode where we go to the Furness Abbey, you'll see that Emma bought that in a charity shop. Look at her.
She loves it, look. So, as we said, we believe that this is probably the most preserved village in the entire UK. The road and pathways all the way down through the village are made of like pebbles from the beach.
Wish that I could stay. Wish for this moment.
So the way people get their shopping up and down into the village is using sledges. So each house has got a sledge and they put the shopping on that, and that's how they get it down. So they used to use the donkeys to pull the shopping and stuff down the hill, but they don't do that anymore. You can still see the donkeys. We'll go and have a look at one. This is Charlie. He's 24.
Look, Charlie. It's lovely, this one, isn't it? Look. I like the older houses, you know, and they look like a little bit more sort of weathered. I just think they look really lovely. Look like they've never changed.
Wish for this moment to never go away. But it's all in my mind. And though I know that there is nothing to find.
So the place that we're at is called Clovelly. And it's the only village I know of anyway where you have to pay to get in. So the whole village is privately owned, has been by the same family for about 300 years. As far as I'm aware, every house in the village is rented, and you have to be interviewed to get a house here. It's like going for a job. And that's how they've preserved it, that's how it's remained the way that it has. And it's just absolutely beautiful. There's sort of little bars, little restaurants, little shops. It's really, really, really worth a visit.
So behind me is the chapel. It's usually open. You can usually go in and have a look around it, but it's shut today. So is the fisherman's cottage. There's a little fisherman's cottage again. You can have a look around normally. I think they've closed it probably for the winter time. We have been in the fisherman's cottage before, and there's like loads of cool old photographs and stuff of like old weddings that they used to have up and down the street. So if you do come, it's well worth having a look at that. It's really, really interesting. So coming down the street, it's not really a hard walk. It's more awkward. It's quite slippy under your feet, so you need sort of good footwear on.
Hello. Hello.
This is really cool. Got all carved fruits around the window and door frames.
We're all on our own, but you're the most beautiful I've ever known. You're a beautiful sight in the sun.
I've got a cheeky drink.
Glenn, George, Michael. Alright lads. Lovely, aren't they? So Clovelly, well worth it. A village that you have to pay to get in, but it's just lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really, really nice.
It's
village.
a really unique experience.
Yeah, it is a unique experience. Get yourself a unique experience. Go to Clovelly. So we're just gonna look for a place to park and sleep now. Emma's at it on park for night. We'll catch you when we get to where we're going to sleep.
So we found a nice little pub here called the Bell Inn Pub. So we're going to go there and stay there tonight. It's one of those where you can park in the car park as long as you sort of use the facilities in the pub and get something to eat. So we're going to head in there and hopefully get a nice meal.
So we've come a little bit further down to a place called Torrington because we needed a laundrette because Daisy decided to eat on the mattress this morning. Looks quite a nice town, doesn't it? So.
Yeah, it does look nice. It does look nice. And we had a lovely night last night, didn't we? We had a lovely peaceful night's sleep at the Bell Inn. I needed to do some work this morning, didn't I? So they allowed me to sort of use their pub in quiet while it was shut to be able to use their electricity. So they were absolutely just amazing people, weren't they? Really nice.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
good.
So we're going to have a walk round here now, aren't we, and see what we can find?
Yeah, check this little town out. So that were a lovely little town, unexpected little detour thanks to Daisy, but a nice town. Let's hit the road. What are you doing, Daisy?
She's driving me mad, that's what she's doing. You want some dinner again, don't you? Surprise. Honestly, I'm surprised she's not the size of like a Rottweiler. Surprised she hasn't defied genetics.
We've pulled up, where are we tonight? Where have we pulled up? Coniston?
No. I can't remember.
We'll let you know in a bit. We don't even know where we are. We're just going to have some tea.
We're going to have some meatballs and spaghetti tonight. Vegan meatballs, but kind of goes without saying.
Look at this little handle thing we got, look. Look at the lighting system now, look, it's been upgraded to 1, 2... How many other torches have we got? There's one there, 3, because we still haven't fixed the lighting system.
An array of candles. Get your jumper on. Good morning, Daisy. It looks a bit cold for you today.
Cold outside today. This is where we stopped.
Come on, Grumpy.
Last night. Breathtaking views.
No, don't bite. Ow!
She bite you?
She tried to then. Just miss me. She don't like having it. It's because she won't put her head through.
You're going to get cold, Daisy.
She don't like having jumpers on, does she? But it's too cold for her. There you go. It's okay. I know.
So that is where we stayed last night. Just going to head down towards this beach now. Can't remember this walk being this long, can you?
It's only about 5 minutes, it's not long. It's a lovely park up and then it's just like a 5-minute walk down to the beach, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cool.
Probably better on a warmer day, sunnier day.
Cornwall in winter.
Although last time we came middle of summer.
Yeah, and it was still like this.
Yeah, to this exact spot, and it were actually raining more, if you remember. Yeah. And it was really windy. It blew my umbrella inside out. Yeah. But they've got good waves down here, haven't they, at beach? It's good for, Daisy's having another bark at another dog. It's good for surfing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's meant to be one of the best beaches for surfing. It's too advanced for me.
We were having a look at some pictures last night, weren't we?
Yeah, we're like, no, I'm not doing that.
It's just like, no, not doing that.
10-foot waves, between 10 and 15-foot waves this time of year with the wind. We're like, no.
So you'll be all right. Go on, you'll be all right. We've got life
You get in,
insurance
you
for
get in, you get in.
This is how the other half live.
I know.
Do you want to live how the other half live? Well,
Not really,
that's a
no.
question for you.
No, like that way, what did Carl Pilkington say? It's better to live in the cave looking at the castle than it is in the castle looking at the cave.
Yeah.
So I'd rather live in the cave.
I think I've got a weird thing though, because most people look at houses, don't they? Really big houses, you know, big glass fronts and all that, really fancy ones, and they think, oh, I'd love to live there, and why can't I have that? And all I think is when they've got a shedded garden, I'd love to live in that shed. That'd be really.
Daisy, are you going to the beach? Are you going to the beach, Daisy? Every time you say beach or sand to her, she sticks her tongue out. Daisy, we're going to the beach. Do you want to go in the sea? Do you want to go to the beach? Quick coffee stop at the little coffee bar.
Caramel, you can have a caramel.
Oh yeah, I love a caramel latte if I've got one.
Yeah, we do.
Perfect.
It's the first one of this trip, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been good.
You look really cold.
It is cold. Cornwall in winter, although it is, I would say, I enjoy it better in winter because it's not as busy. Like this would be absolutely rammed in summer.
Yeah.
But in winter, come down here, it's just nice and chilled and it's lovely. And the caramel latte is a definite 10 out of 10. Wow, Daisy, what is it? This is a great idea. Just pick a tennis ball up for your dog. What a brilliant idea.
It's like fuel for the soul. You feel absolutely amazing being here. You can feel the energy. It's unbelievable. Should have brought my crystals down, shouldn't I, to recharge them.
It's just absolutely wild here. This Constantine beach is usually absolutely rammed in summer. Obviously you get the hot weather, don't you, in summer, but in the winter it's just wild and
you get a real natural feel, don't you? And
it's
it
amazing.
just honestly it recharges every molecule in your body. It's just, this is what nature is all about. It's absolutely amazing feeling.
That sea is just absolutely wild, like it's just incredible. And just this open like stretch of beach, it's just really, really cool, isn't it?
And you get a really kind of different sort of character of people coming down as well. There's quite a few people on the beach today, but it's kind of a really alternative vibe to it. People have got some fires going. It just feels absolutely brilliant, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing. So next week, keep watching. We're going to check out more of what Cornwall and Devon have to offer, and just what the southwest is all about in winter, really. And until then,
write your own story.